Welcome back to the Wealthy Cowboy Show. If you are not getting where you want in life, one big reason is because you're not being consistent. A lot of people get hung up with consistency and not being consistent, and they're looking for that perfection, and they're letting that ruin them doing the thing that needs to be done. And before we get all the way into that, I do want to thank my sponsors that are on the regular show. And if you want to support this stuff and more content like it, check out the Wealthy Cowboy Mastermind in the links. You can message me on Facebook or Instagram. I've also been doing a little bit of personal branding, social media coaching. If you're interested in that, if you're a business owner and you're wanting to really find new clients and make more money from your social media, you can message me there. Or if you're a business owner and you're processing credit cards, or you know somebody that could benefit from saving money on their credit card processing and the other perks that come with doing business with us, then reach out to me. Like I said, Facebook, Instagram, my personal ones are the best one to message me on, and I'll try to get back to you. Other than that, like I've seen it in my own life. A lot of times I know, like, by now, as much podcasts and books and courses and mentorships I've paid for and done and all this stuff, I know what I need to be doing to be successful. I know what I need to be doing to get shredded and have a six pack. I know what I need to be doing to increase my income. I know what I need to be doing to keep my income. But a lot of times that gets in the way, right? Like, it's the short term over the long term, and you can get off track and get out of whack, especially coming back from the holidays. It's getting back in the groove of things and the routine of things, and consistently getting back to working on whatever that goal is that you want, whatever you need to focus on in your life. I mean, the perfect life, you want to have health, wealth, love, and happiness, as Ty Lopez would say. That's the pillars of the good life. And sometimes at least one of those is out of whack, and you really kind of need to focus on one. And I think as you focus on one, then the other ones kind of come in, get back in right with it, right where they're supposed to be. So consistency, like going to the gym is a big one. Like I said, I started my fitness journey like I think 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And not with like, hey, I want to go lose 10 pounds, or hey, I want to look like this or hit a certain weight or whatever. I didn't go in with that goal. My goal was to do it for a year and just reevaluate in a year, see what happens. Well, a year later, I was stronger. I liked it. I like going. I like listening to stuff while I'm in there. And it's not a task. It's not a chore. It's actually a treat for me. So a year later, I keep doing. I do change my goals up a little bit to where, like, now I want to get a little bit more serious. I want to get a little bit more defined. I want to get a little bit more muscle, you kind of start tweaking those things. But the thing is, like, a lot of people want to look at, like, well, I need the perfect workout equipment. I need the perfect workout attire. I need the right shoes. When those shoes come in, I need the right supplements. The supplements, the attire, the equipment, none of that crap matters if you don't go at all. You don't need any of it. You can do it at home. You can do the work at home. The work is the important part. You can do it at home on the ground or with a pull-up bar or whatever. You can do sit-ups and push-ups and air squats, and you don't need anything. For me, I like the accountability of paying for the gym membership, and it makes me want to go more. The same deal as when I get mentored or take a course. If I pay for it, I'm going to pay more attention to it because I'm invested in it. So that's why, like, this stuff is free. If you want to go more in depth, it's going to cost a little bit of something. I'm not saying I'm going to charge you an arm and a leg, but I'm trying to provide you value, and I want you to take it seriously. And most people are going to. Most teachers, most mentors. If you find somebody for free, great. Take all the advice you can get. And you can get so much advice on YouTube. Good stuff. So the gym, and another thing like I focus on is business. And active income. At some point I'm going to get to the investor stage, but right now I'm trying to increase my active income. So I'm thinking about that consistently. Like I said, it's easy to get out of whack in the holidays, and including me. I know what I need to be doing, but doing the things is a whole different thing. So getting back focused in and consistently every day. If you're in sales, whatever business is, if you're in a business, you probably need to make some kind of sale. So doing that outreach, building the relationships, making the phone calls, the text messages, the DMs, whatever it is, making the content, going out and making that content every day to grow your personal brand, to attract new customers, new clients, whatever that looks like, to consistently stay on that track. And then just know, if you consistently do those things, that over the next 6 months, over the next year, over the next month, over the next 90 days, whatever it is, you're going to be closer to your goal, or maybe you're going to achieve your goal. And then you can reevaluate and make a new plan, make a new goal, maybe do more stuff. And the thing that I've seen too is a lot of times you don't want to take action because it's not perfect. It's not perfect timing. You don't have the right equipment. You don't have the right stuff. You don't have the right mindset. Whatever it is, you don't want to take action. But as you start taking action, then you can perfect whatever it is. You're going to know that maybe you didn't need that piece of equipment. Maybe you didn't need those supplements. Maybe you didn't need this software or this hardware or whatever it is. And then you can go in and really know what you need because you have experience. If you post on social media and you're not getting any engagement, then at least we have something we can go back and look at. Say, hey, tweak this. Forget about doing stuff like that. Don't post any more of that. Do more of this. This got the best. But if you haven't posted anything, then there's nothing to build off of. There's nowhere to go because you haven't been doing any consistency. You post every once in a while, and there's nothing to work on. There's nothing to perfect there. There's nothing to look at. There's no context. So knowing just coming on, this is the perfect time to have this. Is coming off. We're in the new year. We're coming off the holidays. And I just feel like in the holidays, the end of the year, there's so much stuff going on. We travel so much. It's hard getting in that routine, especially in the business side of it. And then you got the bad food and the drinks and all that stuff going on. So going back into now, just start consistently, like we talked about on Buster's podcast. You can compare yourself, but compare yourself to yesterday, be a little bit better. Mark more stuff off your checklist. Wake up a little bit earlier. Don't hit snooze. Whatever it is, compare yourself to yesterday. Get a little bit better. And then also maybe compare yourself to somebody that's where you want to be in 10 years, 5 years, whatever, and start working towards that every day. The little things, making the calls, making the outreach, sending the messages, making the content, going to the gym, eating one less meal, eating one less thing at your meal, eating with a smaller plate, one less drink, whatever it is. Little wins consistently over time is going to add up. So focus on consistency and not perfection in whatever area of your life. Just improve, grow every day, learn something every day, and you're going to get to where you want to be. And I think that's kind of where I'll leave it. If you want to go more in depth, if you like this stuff, we have the Wealthy Cowboy Mastermind if you want to support the show, and I think you'll also get a lot of value out of it. We have Q&A calls on there with guests. It's a whole platform to network with each other, other guys in the community, other people in the community that are like-minded that want to grow, whether it's ranching or business or both. So it's a pretty cool thing. I'd love, if you're a business owner, I'd love to help you with your credit card processing. And a lot of times we can put you in a lot better place. We save you money. We could give you better service. You could be like my first client was at the local feed store, and we saved them about, I think it was around 20 grand a year, if I remember right. So that was big savings. Another guy I've talked about, he's had ads on the podcast, and we'll see more of him. A guy down there by Waco. They have a family tire shop and a dealership and do lots of different things. But I approached him, and we didn't save them much. I want to say it was only like $50 a month or something. But he also knew the service he was getting with me. We did, like I said, did save him a little bit of money, got him new equipment, better service. And there are some other perks to doing business with us. So as it ties to the show. So cool things like that. Like I said, maybe it's a little bit of savings, maybe it's a lot of savings, maybe it's a service, whatever. Reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, on my personal, just message me, reach out to me. We'll see what we can do. If you do own a business or interested in, or you work in a business and are interested in growing your social media, your personal brand, which is going to be super important going forward as we go into more AI and stuff like that, and bigger corporations getting bigger and bigger companies, and it's getting more watered down. A personal brand is really going to make you stand out. So if you want to learn how to build a personal brand, increase your social media presence, and ultimately increase your income, then reach out to me. Same deal, Facebook, Instagram. Just message me on there, and we'll see what we can do for you. We'll see y'all next time.